500, guys. We hit it last night. Let's roll.
Here locally in the community, make sure y'all go check out Kneecap Body by Jeremy Campbell.
Good afternoon. It is Lions Talk with Smoke and Jeremy B. We've got my reaction show, and I have to grab my notes, so I'm going to run the other intro real quick. It's not because I don't want to be here, it's because I forgot to grab my notes I just wrote down this morning.
Sports Network broadcast. You can find us on Roku TV, Amazon Fire Stick TV, Facebook, and YouTube. Get all your sports news here first. The daily podcasts are Ken and Ken in the Morning, Lions Talk with Smoking Jeremy B, Wrestling Roundup, The Big Football Show, and more, Shield TV, Lions Villain Report, and Red Zone Rant. The afternoon podcasts are Valhalla, Grosef Sports, WCFL Dolphins Talk, The Cheap Seats, The Bodkin Show, Spirit of Detroit Podcast, and Maniacs. The nightly podcasts are Hallis Hall Report, Frozen Tundra Network, Skull Gang 365, The Huddle Sports Network Open Mic, First and 10 with Foz, Main Event Football Show, Prime Sports World, The Man Cave, Prim and Proper Sports. Spitballing Podcast, Lions Fan Cave Chat, Puckett, 313 Den Podcast, The Guys Huddle, Shots from the Sideline, Let's Talk Sports, The Michigan Truth Sports Podcast, Off the Rails, NFC Northeast, Power Hours, and Detroit Lions News. Make sure you follow, like, share, subscribe, and comment. Hope you like all the shows.
All right. Good afternoon. Yes, and we did it again. A 1-point win in Kansas City. Gracie Jones went on a little banter yesterday after it happened. I think she was too much in the sauce, but it was funny as hell. My MVP of the game, who else could it be? The guy personally responsible for 13 out of the 14 points he attempted, Jake Master Bates. But my top four, Jamaico Jones, offensive lineman, Hendon Hooker, Tom Kennedy, and Isaiah Williams on offense. My bottom four, Jake Funt, Nate Sutfeld, DPJ, and James Mitchell. My top four on defense, I couldn't leave it at four because I had six. It was Abraham Beauplan, Ben Nyman, Matthew Betts, Isaac Uku, Josh Pascal, and Lauren Strickland. My bottom four, and I have an honorable mention in there because he actually had the second or third worst grade. Chris Smith, CJ Moore, Stephon Gilmore, James Houston, and my honorable mention is Mekhi Wingo. And then I got into some deep dives. I started going to pass blockers and run blockers, pass coverage, and bottom coverage guys. The pass blockers, our number one pass blocker yesterday was Giovanni Manu. He had a 90. Duke Clemens, Jake Burton, and Colby Sorsdahl. Those were the best pass blockers. The best run blockers were Jamarca Jones, Brian Hudson, and Michael Neese, with an honorable mention to Giovanni Manu, who made that list as well. Top pass coverage, Khalil Dorsey, Mitchell Agood, Abraham Beauplan, and Kendall Vildor. Bottom coverage guys, Malik Jefferson, the new guy, Javelin Guidry. I didn't expect much. He had only been on the team for 2 days. CJ Moore, And here's the surprise one. Ifeatu Melifonwu was actually the worst grade in coverage out of the defensive backs. Our bottom pass rushers were Mikai Wingo, Pat O'Connor, and Mitchell Agood. That is the game in a nutshell right there. Uh, Hendon Hooker, 12 of 15, 150 yards, 108.3, had a rushing touchdown. Great QBR, great showing. Nate Suckfeld, it is what it is. And if it wasn't for Caden Davis getting lucky, and I'm going to say lucky because one reason, there was a block in the back on that touchdown when I watched the replay. He got lucky it wasn't called. So there we are. And we're at 501 this morning. So we're still going up. We're still going strong. Tonight when I got Calhoun sucked. Yeah, Jaden Calhoun did not do much. Or Jalen Calhoun, whatever it is. Oh, people laughing and shit. Pull down trying to clear the notifications. Good morning, everyone in JB. Well, we all heard, those of you that were there last night heard my Stephen Gilmore joke. If you didn't, you got to go back and watch that episode. I can't repeat it again, but it was amazing. I got some kudos on that one. Even the Vikings fan laughed. What was my favorite stat? 24 and 13 on first downs. My favorite stat was 4 for 4 by Jack Bates. Hendon Hooker had a great game, and yes, he got us in position, but that guy had to make them. He's my MVP of the game. Good afternoon, Brent. Long time no see. Which show did you leave to come here, guys? But I got to tell you about it because it was funny. Gracie Hunt, she had to pull down a tweet or a Instagram post she put up. She put it up right after the game, and you could tell she was in the sauce and just feeling it, because there was that. Oh, I believe Wingo will be a dog later. But Gracie Hunt, right after the game, she goes, "God damn it! Mahomes can't even beat Goff on the bench with the Lions. What is it?" Or something like that. And I posted, "Well, he can't beat him on the field either." My takeaways yesterday is the Packers have absolutely no depth whatsoever, and that Bates is clutch. What I saw from the Packers, their third string O line did better than their second string O line. Neither part of their depth of defense could tackle. Um, Bo Nix actually looks, as I thought, one of the best pro ready quarterbacks so far, but he hasn't faced the starting defense. But he looks very poised, very accurate, making good decisions. That was what I saw. I mean, what was it? 27-3 at halftime. Sean Clifford is not a good backup, but I'd take him over Suckfelt. Oh, Russ is okay. Great. I get it how impatient some are. Not all players can come into the NFL and kill it from day one. My takeaways about Panthers versus Jets. What's new? The Panthers still suck. Come on, Will. Give them a little credit. Was there anything good about it? Anything? Oh, two, yeah. 27-2. I forgot. They got a safety. So they had one guy show up out of the twos. Oh, Keitho, you're preaching to the choir there. 1 year ago today, we were screaming to cut Suckfeld. Remember? Because we signed Bridgewater last year. Ricky Sakata in the chat. Lakers fucking dead. And I had to do this because I saw him, buddy Tito. Man, Daniel Jones is terrible, but we all knew that. Yes, yes. Can they get a ladder out there for little Bryce Young? Man, I thought Murray was too small at QB. Yes, the Panthers are the new Lions of old. Oh, I got a little intro. I must be a regular. Duh. Nothing really. It was all field goals. All game. Yeah, I know. We got 13 points from Jake Bates. Tell VD his Giants are picking number 1 last year. No, I like telling them they're picking 12. I like getting them angry. They're winning 8 games this year. Watch. He started betting against Scooble. I'm done. Paul Jones, you get an intro. I always say, Paul Jones. How excited are you for the season? So glad I found your show. The off season would have been painful without you. Thank you, Ricky. That's probably one of the best compliments I got. I'd only got 2 intros. Yeah, Bo Nix is looking freaking good. I said he was the most pro-ready quarterback coming out in the draft. Hey, yes. AJB, everyone, congratulations on getting to 500 subs. Yes, sir. As soon as Dan Leonard can be here at the same time, we will run the randomizer. Yes, everybody who's in 500, 501 don't count, and I saw who you were. 500 subs before the regular season. Who'd have thunk it? I was at 250 just before the draft. This is amazing. Picking 12th is worse than 1. Getting middle of the road all the time is difficult to pick when most top talent is gone. Yep. But you know who screwed up and left top talent there? The Falcons. Penix has not been that great, but he hasn't been horrible either. And congratulations to Chicago. Caleb has yet to throw a touchdown pass, but every other backup has. Trace is in the chat. Hello, Trace. I I have been too. What I like about Nix is every year he was in college as a starter, he had a different OC, which meant a new playbook, which meant he had to learn something and then get in there. I guess Sean Payton said the day he gave Bo Nix the playbook after they drafted him, that night, you're welcome. I made an extra 200 bot accounts. Thanks, Fred. You just want that FTP tumbler, isn't it? Lions fans show out. Yes, sir. Drinking coffee and trolling Packer fans makes for a wonderful morning. It's not hard to troll them today. Penix showed me enough to believe he is a starter in the NFL. Dan, we need a randomizer of 1 to 500 ran 12 times and tell me what the last number is at the top for one winner. Not doing it by name. We're just going to do a number, and then I will tell people who that is. That way, there's no name up front. Keto says, Trace, yo, yo, yo. Go JB, yeah. Now the goal is to be 1,000 by the end of the regular season. And if we play like we did last year, I don't see how it won't happen. Oh, look at that. What up, VD? See, they miss you, Leonard. It will have to. Oh, I know it'll have to wait till this evening. I'm saying when we do our show tonight, because we have to do a show tonight to do this. It's the 500 sub celebration, brother. 500 sub celebration. I'm going to invite some people on tonight. Some old school podcasters that haven't been on for a minute. I'm going to message them today. So we all get naked? If that's up to you, if you want to show your titties there to Orlando. Yeah, that's my personal collection. That ain't going. I got Barry, I got Amon Ra, and I got Charles Harris. I've got Jay Jetta, James Robinson, Tua Tunga Viola, Darius Leonard, and Cam Akers, and Eric Heppel. That's what I got. I'll put the word on VD's OnlyFans comment thread. We'll get 500 subs from just that. Yeah, we miss talking shit to him. Hope you're doing well, bud. Use more wrist, less shoulder at work. I'm going to leave that one alone. We get free tires. I can't get free tires. I don't own the shop. If I owned the shop, I could do something like that, but I can't. I might be able to swing a little better discount if somebody's buying a set or something, but I can't say anything without talking to the owner. F and Fred, I hope you're doing well, buddy. Oh, I know. Well, but with you being in Carolina and I here in Michigan, that makes it hard. But I am in Flint. Used or new, doesn't matter. I'm going to see about getting a better discount. Instead of 10, like either 20 or 25 bucks off a set. Get your mind out of the gutter, JB. No, never, never. Why would I do that? I'm a grown ass man. It stays in the gutter now. I'm in my second childhood. I was wishing Toys R Us was back open again. I'm in my second childhood here. You know, you start regressing after you hit 40, you start counting backwards. Man, it's been an amazing run though. Um, I was impressed overall. A lot of people I like. Those were my eye test guys for the top defensive guys. Abe, Abe Bullpen, Ben Neiman, Matthew Betts, Uku, Josh Pascal, and Lauren Strickland. Those guys look the best overall defensively that I saw yesterday. Um, Heard Cole's bought Toys R Us and plans to reopen location. It's about damn time. Need a better place to buy some sports cards than just Walmart. I don't like going to collectors. I don't want to pay collector's price for an unopened pack. So now we got to get into that serious talk. Who's off this roster coming up? Because it's getting closer. And there's some familiar guys I'm seeing at the bottom of this list every week. Stephon Gilmore, James Houston, CJ Moore, and Chris Smith. Those four have been bottom defenders 2 games in a row. Any players on other teams catching your eye? Well, Malik Neighbors looks good. I wish Daniel Jones could get him the ball more consistently. Um, let's see, who else? It's hard to talk about. Can we cut Jason Calhoun and bring someone in now? I would love to cut Jalen Calhoun. The one on Westridge? No, I'm at the corner of South Grand Traverse and West Atherton Road. Oh, West Edge. What is West Edge? I'm trying to get what you're asking. I think Betts is making it. Betts had a key third down sack yesterday. I don't think James Houston's on this team. James Houston has been straight booty cheeks 2 weeks in a row, and booty cheeks at camp when I was there too. He's awful. I don't get the love affair. Everybody loves what he did his rookie year. That was his rookie year. I got Houston off the team right now. Thank you, Will. I know. I hear it. I hear you. I appreciate it. I think a good makes. What has he really done beside the sack? He had four tackles, none assisted last week. 2 tackles for loss out of his 10 snaps he played last week. And this week he had a key sack against the second string. Ukwu had a sack. Then the game-changing play against the thirds was Pascal, but that was time he did everything all preseason. So I don't want to hear about what you think he's done. He's done more than Pascal in both games combined. Oh, okay. I have not heard specific locations. It's possibly just rumors as far as Toys R Us goes. Darren Ryan in the chat. How you doing there? Congratulations on getting Gilmore. Mike Kimber says that a lot. I got quite a bit too minis. I got Travis Kelsey, Adrian Peterson, Dan Founts, Craig Reynolds, and Jefferson on one. Jack Fox and Kirby Joseph on another. Quite a few full size and other sign stuff. And Betts is flipping fast. Yes. Good morning, Yoli. Top Huddle Sports Network fan on Facebook there. Oh, I know you're stoked. Yeah. He's by far better than the grocery baggers you had to bring up to play that position. I'm not trying to be mean. I mean, you guys have had the worst run ever this year at corner. I mean, the team in general. I love the fact she calls you Purple Boy. Yeah, I just sometimes getting what you ask for doesn't work out quite as planned, but I know he's better than everything you had opposite. How about this, guys? We are 2.5 weeks away from the first regular season game of the season. We get through this week, next week's cut week, and then another week, half a week. I don't know. They glow about him. Dan Campbell's talked a lot about Betts and everything he can do. He talked about the one thing he can't do, and that's play the Sam position. But as far as defensive end and special teams, he said he has been great. So I'll go by what Dan Campbell says, Corey, and what my eyes said when I watched him. I know it's coming soon. Matt Henry, Chicago Bear fan in the house. We got them all. I got to be realistic. Is anyone concerned in the Bears camp with Caleb Williams having 7 drives and zero? Hello, Jeremy. Is Reynolds making the team? Dan Campbell loves him, so I'm going to say yes. But I don't think anybody outside of Vaca. Mike Kimber is the first I heard. Booty cheeks. Yeah, I've been saying booty cheeks for years. I don't know if I got it from him or not. I've been saying it, I think, before I was podcasting. But he does that at all, and he'll be depth in that rotation, and he has the exact bend that James Houston used to have, better change of direction skills, and an excellent first step, which James Houston has none of anymore. So that's why he's making this roster. Those words came out of Dan Campbell's mouth as well. I'm really hoping that Craig Reynolds don't make the team. I would rather cancel our subscription to Netflix at this point and go with Showtime Baki. But I hear you, Fred. I've been hoping to get my stuff in order too, but I haven't been able to do it. But yeah, I got 2 weeks to get everything ready for the regular season. Rams versus Lions. So ready for it. I'm not concerned at all about Caleb. He's a rookie. It's practice. Okay. I was just asking if you were concerned about the fact that he's had 7 drives and no touchdown passes. That's it. To me, it'd be concerning with spending a number one pick overall on him, especially with who's played out there with him, because he's played basically with your starting offense. Yeah, I'm not going to call them turd fans. I know they should be concerned, but I will say that JJ was versus third string while he was versus second string and first stringers. I get it. Um, and I'm sorry, as much as some people glow about that cross body pass, I think it was a bad decision, and he got lucky that Rome adjusted to the ball because it's hard to make that throw accurately every time off your feet, nothing planted, and cross body. Yeah, I know. The visual is Betts look great. I saw him doing a lot out there. They also said Isaac Ukwu sucked. They said Pascal was great when I heard the announcers calling out Pascal early in the game for making huge mistakes. I know. I get it. Uh, Trust me, Darren. I don't see what the hype is all about. Pat Rothwell in the chat. Good, hello, good sir. Good afternoon to you. I want to say thank you to you, the fans. Without you guys subscribing, I wouldn't be here. So this is for you for making me get to 500. Let's keep this rolling. That's all I've got to say because it's been great. Oh, I love what our kicker. I'd take Penix over him. I love what our kicker did this week. 4 for 4 and 1 out of 2 extra points. Responsible for 13 points, including the game winner. Thank you, Trace. On to 1,000. Doing the giveaway tonight. Yeah, 100%. T-Bone Lokes in the house. Man, you guys are all coming out. Who do I think takes kickoff in the first game? Well, I know it probably will be Leaf and Baki. Williams, Spears, Nixon, Penix, because he got slaughtered in the Pac-12 before it did. Smashes the like button every time. Hey, I appreciate that, Broski Bear. What? He said he hits the like button every time, and he's a Bear fan. I love it. 501 subs. Let's go in there and see how many likes are we sitting at right now. We are at 10 likes out of the 14 people watching. Fantastic. That's Broski Bear. That is the Broski Bear. Now 11 likes. Great job, guys. I guess I should sub. Here it goes. 502. Yes, sir, Darren. No, I'm going to pay attention to their game this weekend. I want to look and see how they're doing. I want to see their depth. I'm also going to look at some stats and stuff and everything. But I usually look at the game film the week before the game. Right now, the only game film I really have for the Rams is the wild card game last year, and that was a dogfight. We can't lie about it. It was a dogfight. We won it by a point. We came out on top. They don't have Aaron Donald, but they have two very capable rookies. Yes, Olston, gotcha. What do you think our wide receiver and tight end rooms look like today? Right now, if we keep 4 like we did last year, remember when Zylstra left, we added Mitchell and then we added the other guy. You're looking at Laporta, Cameron Luke. Yes, thank you, sir, for popping in. Yes, we hit 500 subs doing the giveaway tonight. But wide receiver wise, past the top 3, which it still is Amon-Ra, Jameson Williams, and Khalif Raymond. I have no clue. I think Isaiah Williams makes it, and then I don't know where we go from there because everybody else has had flashes here and flashes there, but haven't done anything to move the needle yet. As a matter of fact, I got DPJ on the bubble at this point. But Laporta, Brock Wright, Shane Zylstra, and Parker Hess. I got James Mitchell not making the team right now. Is the 4 that are most likely to be in that. Oh, what happened yesterday, brother? Did you get hurt at work? But man, it was a good game overall. Um, Missed tackles. CJ Moore, Stephon Gilmore, and God, who was supposed oh, our O line early signs of kid. Damn. Prayers up, Cameron. Yeah, our O line did look a lot better this week. But at the first sign of pressure, what I saw is Suckbelt panics. I gotta adjust the ticker again already. Holy smokes. 502. That's actually a Megadeth song. Stop for 502. Who do I got in the CB room? Well, it's Arnold, Rakestraw, Davis, Amik Robertson, and for right now, God, I'm gonna have to say Kendall Vildor. You're absolutely right, Moonscar Blade, because it looked like Goff was building that rapport at the end of last season and at camp. He still likes to go to DPJ at times. So that I'm in the cut Mitchell camp. I'm in the cut James Houston camp. I'm in the much as I hate to say it, Duke Clemens has been playing better at center than Kingsley Egukun. I got him being waived off the team. Brian Hudson, he's a good run blocker, but can't pass block to save his ass. I don't know, Brian. I'm not in the coaching room. Why are they playing suck? We played Hooker the exact same amount of time, an entire half. So stop with that nonsense because they played the exact same amount of time. But prayers up for Cameron. Right. A point to consider about DPJ is that I think he's a little older than 25, ain't he? I thought he was like 27. 27 can be viewed as an investment as well. He's fits the bigger bot. Yeah, because he's like 6'2 and a half, 6'3. He is only 25. God, I thought he was older than that. So that means he can still develop. He hasn't even hit his prime yet because most players don't hit their prime till 26, 27 years old. I didn't even realize he was that young. Yep, I did. I just checked too. Thank you. I thought he was older. I'm hoping we see Suckfield cut. We got Jake from State Farm. Let him do the second half and put Hooker out there the first half. That's where I'm at. At this point, I'd rather see Jake from State Farm start. But here's the other thing that everybody forgets about DPJ is he's a return man. You know, in his 4 years, had 858 return yards and a touchdown. So I don't think DPJ's off the roster. I think he'll be stuck on here. I think Atlanta is going to have a good record this year because the third league sucks ass. No, I think it's coming down to the Saints and Bucks in that division. I mean the Bucks and Falcons. The Saints and the Panthers are god awful. Dennis Cockerman, I just wanted to say hello from the trailer. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you. A fan of all fans. I appreciate that. Yeah, they moved him to defensive end and he sucked. And Isaiah Williams is a keeper. Right now, I have him as our wide receiver 4 right now. Caden Davis is on the bubble. DPJ's on the bubble. Jalen Calhoun's got to go. But right now, I got Kendall Vildor as our 5th. I don't think we're going to be able to swing any trades for a quarterback. Put it this way: if Pascal didn't get that strip sack at the end of the fourth quarter to set up the game-winning field goal the way he did, I think he was off the team. He was playing that bad in the first half. In that first quarter, he was god awful. They sat him and didn't bring it to the fourth. Yeah, I know. I know, Moonscar Blade. I hated that too. But you know who we didn't hit to see because he's in an internment camp in Alabama? I think the defensive end Betts made one of the plays of the game in the first half. Isaac Ukwu made a great play in that first half. And again, had one called back due to defensive holding. He should have had 2 sacks in that game. I liked what I saw out of Bet. He made a couple of stops behind the line. Maybe, but it is preseason. That's why he's on the field. The Chiefs may sit him until then, but he's their best wide receiver, in my opinion. Yeah, but you're right, Broski Bear. It is innocent until proven guilty. And a lot of us forget that. Pascal has been a letdown for sure. Because I remember, because I was listening on the radio on the way home, and Dan Miller and Lomas Brown were ripping Pascal. I think out of the UDFAs that have a chance to it's Betts and Ukwu are the 2 best ones that have a chance to make it. Mikai's been underwhelming, but he's a rookie. He's a developmental player. He was taken in the 6th round for a reason, people. And he was our worst defender. Him in Houston, 2nd week in a row. Oh, I would rather see Williams as the optional slot receiver. 100%. One of our best rated wide receivers was Tom Kennedy. He might make it as wide receiver 5 or 6. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Trace. My condolences. Planning a memorial service is never fun. They don't like to admit that any rookie's a bust. They don't. They waive them and bring them back and put them on IR and let them come back in the season and give them a shot to have them not do anything. This is what we've seen. Pascal has shown flashes here and there. Yes, Mahomes was talking very, very good about the Lions. Gracie Hunt, on the other hand, in her sauce. Oh, it's the same thing. Media are experts at framing things according to their values and opinions. Look at the 2023 draft. Pumping up CJ Stroud or trashing CJ Stroud and pumping up Bryce Young. Look at the year before that, pumping up Malik Willis. I remember us talking about that, and losing the patriarch of the family is never easy. I get it. I mean, I understand he's probably in a better place and he's not in pain, and that's what you got to focus on. Oh God, I am tired of hearing about that stupid behind the back pass because he did it because he was pissed off. Kelsey ran the wrong route. Nobody was paying attention, so he just flipped it behind his back, and thank God he caught it. Not going to talk about the best plays of the game that happened. Other than that, that's going to be the top play of the preseason. You watch. As if we need another reason for the NFL Network to sit there and go on Pat Mahomes. Hello, Ralph Williams. How'd your Steelers do yesterday? I didn't get to look at the ending total. Oh, field goal game. Never mind. I heard, heard Caleb doesn't mean between the legs pass. Yeah, but we're not talking about that kind of pass. Oh, we all enjoyed that. The best part about doing my show last night is I had Ken Kendall on, the Packer backer, and watching him watch the game out the corner of his eye, watch it like this and go, they just scored again. God, it was 17-2 before they knew it. Raining up here in Erie. Man, I hate when it rains on a. That sounds like a baseball game score, Ralph. If the season started today, who do I have in the Super Bowl if most everybody is healthy? Trubisky hurt his knee. Yep, I heard about that. Well, right now, if everybody's healthy, and you're talking about the best 53 is facing the best 53. Much as I hate to say it, it's Chiefs versus Lions. What did the Packers do? They scored. They got a safety. That's what they got in the second half. I'm trying to remember who got the Zach Morton, former Lion, Akron Zip guy got a sack. Uh, Brevin Allen, Brenton Cox Jr. out of Florida got a sack. They had 4 sacks, but their best tackler was Tyron Hopper. Yeah, Zach Morton. He was a guy I liked. Remember, I talked about him last year. I really liked Zach Morton. I wanted him to make the team. He didn't make the team, and he was signed by the Packers this year. All I know is that I would have those guys lined up with the tackling drills today. Good pick, but so sick of the Chiefs. You got to give them Reed a ton of time. The Fudgies have some nice young receivers. Yes, they do. Romeo Dobbs struggled with some just order Barry Sanders jersey for the Arizona game. Nice, Patty. So Broski Bear, Let's say if your number comes up, because I know where you're at in the list of subscribers, because you've been here for almost a week now, and I know where we were at then. What would you want as a gift? I have a tumbler that we have a picture of. Well, of what we put on the tumbler. I think you guys would like it. I'm just being mean right now. That's right. It's our newest sponsor. It's FDB. Fuck the Bears. But that is available as a tumbler. And of course, the tumbler you may actually want, FTP. Put it in the chat because we all hate them more than everybody. Fuck the Packers. Did the Packers start their starters? No, they did not. Jordan Love is not a rookie, guys. Come on. They started Sean Clifford, who went 6 of 10 for 43 yards. How much do I want for the Hipple helmet? I'm not selling the Hipple. Broski Bear, Jeremy. It was a joke. I was just doing it as a joke, brother. I had to go there. But you got to admit, that would look dope on a tumbler. Yeah, the Hipple's not for sale. Sorry. You know, having the quarterback that played with my favorite running back signature, when I got my favorite running back signature too, it's time for me to start thinking about gathering more of those, getting a hold of Mark Schmidt and Jeff Chadwell. Oh man, it's been a great day. Happy Monday, everybody, to the teams that won. Hey, wait, everybody in the North won but the Packers. Didn't we used to smoke dope in the 80s? Yes, yes, in the 90s. I had to quit for 3 years. I went in the Army for a year and a half of it. My nephew and a nurse had Hipple as a patient, got some same stuff. That's awesome. You got to be kidding me. Oh, okay. I was like, what the hell? Well, the helmet alone is basically $170. I heard UDFA, 12 Grand Valley, 12 Grand Valley, 12 Grand Valley State, he was alive. 12 Grand Valley State, he was a linebacker. Saginaw Valley, he was a linebacker. Arizona, I heard. Man, you repeated that a lot, so I'm trying to figure out what you're talking about. Oh yeah, Trevor Nowaski is doing well out there, if that's who you're talking about, brother. Yeah, Trevor Nowaski is loved in Arizona right now. It's crazy. I knew if we put him back to the practice squad to activate Houston after his injury, we were losing him. LSD was the 70s, and I was a kid then. I wasn't into that. Let's talk about my other sponsor. It is Brandon Service, right at the corner of Grand Traverse and West Atherton Road in Flint, Michigan. Flint, where the water's shit, but the tires are good. Used tires starting at $40. If you need new tires, please give a call. 810-233-8230. Talk to George, Red, or myself, and we will get you a quote. Oh, mention this ad, get $10 off a set of tires. cocaine in the. I wasn't much into coke. I want a Calvin Johnson black jersey, Nick. Then. Oh, I was more of a pot, pretty much pot and alcohol. That's all I did. Yeah, I would like to get even though he didn't have one, I'd like to do a custom Miguel Cabrera in the City Connect because I like the jersey. Good shitty tires. Yes. Used tires are what they are. They are get you by tires. So every now and then we get some that are great that are almost like new. But for the most part, they're your average tire. When the Lions were at Oakland University, there were about a dozen fans there. Yep. It was when they started going to SVSU and Grand Valley State. Sorry, JB, I did that with my voice. Did not read it before I sent it. Yeah, it happened. But I'm getting jerseys from the '84 Tigers team. It's a good team to get them from. Not gonna lie. So this weekend and this week, it's joint practices with the Pittsburgh Steelers coming to town, and the game is at Ford Field. Preseason, where the records matter, like the points line. Whose line does it? Is it anyways? It really doesn't matter. It's been great talking football with you guys. Um, yeah, 4 hour rain delay at a baseball game. That's like, oh, Lansing Lugnuts. I like watching them when they play against the Loons. I'm a Great Lakes Loons fan just because I lived in Bay City when they started, and they had my favorite catcher as their head coach when they first got going, Lance Parrish. But try every day to be a better person than you were the day before. That's the only way to make the world a better place. It starts right here. This has been Lions Talk with Smoke and Jeremy B. I will be on tonight at 9 p.m. where we'll be doing the giveaway. Make sure you tune in right here. It's giveaway night. Everything was delayed yesterday. There was so much rain, I delayed myself from getting out of bed.